Hello YouTube, this is 000XYZ and now I'm going to be doing a toy review of Transformers Cybertron Red Alert. Actually, this is a Transformers Universe repaint of Red Alert because, well, I got this one because they didn't have the original color. Anyways, and also, by the way, back when they were around, they weren't really in stores. Anyways, as you can tell, the original one was mostly white. I don't know about the blue sides though, but as you can tell, this one is red. And of course, all Transformers Cybertron toys come with a cyber key. I don't know if you can see it. There's a big glare right there, but oh, the glare's still there. Anyways, as you can tell, the cyber key is also repainted to pearl white with red sun thing. Yes, it's an Earth cyber key because when they were mortally wounded by Cybertron, by Megatron, when he had the Earth cyber key, they got Red Alert, Hotshot, and Scattershot were all mortally wounded, and then they absorbed power of the Earth to obtain Earth vehicle form. So now instead of using a Cybertronian cyber key, they use an Earth cyber key. And of course, I have Transformers Universe repaint of all three figures, but right now I'm going to be doing this guy right here. And frankly, right now he's my most favorite for some reason I can't quite explain. Anyways, basic articulation. All 8 of these wheels work. His cannon can hinge upward, and of course, you can remove the rocket thing, like an actual rocket, but unfortunately can't fire it. Guess there's nothing left to do but to use the cyber key. You place it right into the slot right here. Cyber key powered! And this thing opens up. Let me do it one more time. There you go. And as you can see, there's a little missile right here, which you can fire with this little spring trigger right here. Here, there you go. Let me just reload this. Okay, nothing left to do but transform. Okay, so you want to start with this thing. You fold that out on both sides. Actually, other than the rocket, this is completely flip symmetrical. So, I could just do one side and you'll pretty much comprehend what's going on. Okay, so you take the end right here, flip it out, and put it right over here. You attach that. Now, normally you flip this back, and I'll explain why later. Now I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. And this will be self-explanatory because, like I said earlier, it's flip symmetrical. Let me just take this out so you can see it better. Okay, now you flip this. Okay, now you flip this out, and that's why you keep that out. Okay, now you just pull this out of the center, like that. It's stuck tight. There you go. Now you can close it back up. And now you can close that up. Again on both sides. And flip that down. I don't know if you saw that. But, okay. Now, you take this part and you flip it forward as such. You take this part, flip it back. And again on the other side. And again, I just said the self-explanatory thing again. Okay, as you can see, this part is a cannon and it's removable to either side. They're attached mutually on either arm. However, for reasons I'll explain later, I'm gonna keep it on the left-hand side. So I remove this, pull that out as well. Move these down. Flip that out. Yeah, kind of like that, and do it like that. like this. Now the cannon, that's the part that I'm leaving out until the end. You slide it like this. Why? I'll show you. You flip this part out, and now out comes the head. Now you flip this down, and look, now it's on his shoulder. In its original position, it would have been resting on top of his head, but now it's resting on his shoulder. Literally. It's funny because you know how people always say the fate of the universe is resting on your shoulders. Well, if this missile would save the universe, then I believe that phrase would work out quite literally. Oh, by the way, in both modes, this little twin cannon pops out. I forgot to mention that. Now, why do I keep it on the left side? Like I said, to keep it balanced right there. Anyways, cyber key power. And this part flips up. And I like to keep it like this because it looks like a cannon. It looks better that way. Then it's two attachments I'll explain later. And of course, much like in his vehicle form, it attaches right there where the missile is to open up. Honestly, when it's like this, it looks like a plasma cannon or like a proton cannon. So it's like, oh, come on. So I do think of it as a plasma cannon or something like that. It's like, my missile just turned into a plasma cannon. Anyways, when you open this up, you'll notice that there are these two attachments right there. Now, I am going to be taking them out, but this one is that much harder to take out because well, let's just say it's just really hard to take out. So, you take the white one out. I almost got it out. Give me just one quick moment. There, I got it out. So much for the Jeopardy theme song. So you have these two. So you have these two attachments. They alternate on this thing. The red one becomes what looks to me like a sledgehammer. I don't know if there's another cannon that a hammer that more resembles this. But to me, this is a sledgehammer. And also it has this little spring thing attached to the bottom. The other one is a claw. Yeah, this guy should be voiced by Jim Carrey, if you know what I mean. You cannot escape the claw. Yeah, it is funny when he does it. But I like to keep them inside because it removes the trouble of taking out the hammer, and also it looks way cooler like this because it looks like a cannon. Oh wait, I almost forgot. I have to rotate the fists out because when the thing is out, like he holds it out like it's two fists, So when you take it out, it'll be like a Kamehameha. I mean, like Dragon Ball Z thing when they're powering up. Yeah. So now that I flip this up. Yeah, this is what he looks like. Articulation. This turns all the way around. 180 degree, 90 degree. I don't know if you saw that. Let's see now. 360 degrees. 360 degrees. 90 degree. Of course, you already know about the fists. They both turn 360 degrees. This thing turns what looks to me like, I don't know, like 80 degrees. Of course, this shoots out. I'm gonna remove this for now. The head turns around 180 degrees side to side. But only 180 degrees from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Anyways, yeah, that's all the articulation. I give this toy a 5 out of 5 because it has really good articulation, and I like the design though. I mean, certainly I prefer the original paint, but you know, it's just as good. Anyways, this is YouTube user 000XYZ, and this has been my review of Transformers Universe Red Alert. See ya.